Hello, I'm Andrew Genge. I'm on the national team in para snowboard. You may ask, why para? I've got 2 arms and 2 legs, but 80% of disabilities are invisible. Here's what happened. This big 300-pound guy had the ball and he came running like straight at me. It went horribly wrong. I immediately realized, well, I have a broken face because my jaw was over here.
It was so serious, they didn't know whether Andrew would survive the stroke. Well, we were fearful that we might never hear our son's voice again, or that he might not ever be able to walk again or use his hand or arm.
If somebody has a high-level stroke injury, probability of improvement is less than 10%.
His right arm and right hand were most slow in recovery.
If Andrew would join rehab 10, 15 years ago, expectation would be that most likely his arm and hand function would not improve.
They were saying that it would train the muscle and my brain would obviously connect that pathway.
Within months, we could see improvement.
Very encouraging, like we saw hope.
I went from paralysis in my right arm to moving my finger, and I was completely amazed by it. I remember getting out my snowboard in the winter of my accident year and riding down the hill in my backyard. My dad saw me out the window having a blast. He grabbed a rope and came out to pull me around the backyard. I fell in love again. I was searching for a sport that I could do because not being able to do something is not in my vocabulary. It was exhilarating, knowing that I could do a sport that I love. Coming from a massive traumatic stroke in which my right side was paralyzed to walking, talking, and eventually riding my snowboard again for the very first time post-stroke is a feeling I won't ever forget. It was my avenue to get back into sport. My professional snowboarding career is like a full-time job with little funding from a national sport organization, leaving me to somehow come up with the funds to travel around the world to other World Cups. That is where I need your support. Snowboarding has been my passion ever since I was a wee one, and to represent Canada gives me great honor at World Cups, and hopefully the Paralympics in South Korea, which is less than 100 days away. It has been my dream to win a podium spot at the Paralympics, and it feels closer than ever. The funding will pay for plane tickets, accommodation, food, lift tickets, equipment, and so on. Or if you could just share, follow myself on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, it would make a huge difference. Thank you for being a part of my team as I make my way into the Winter Paralympic Games.
Andrew just had the best line in 3 that he's had the whole time he's been here. Yes, Andrew, yes! Curtis is ahead, but Andrew's catching up fast. Andrew is about to overtake Curtis into turn 4. Tight race. Andrew's made up a lot of ground. He's like 3 board lengths back. And gaining, he had a really fast turn 5. If Andrew plays this right, he could take the win over the jump.
Hi, my name is Ben Franson. I'm 39 years old and I suffered a stroke in mid-March 2017, and I tracked down Andrew through therapy that I will also be taking part in the upcoming months. I just wanted to make a video to explain that Andrew has been a true mentor and a beacon of hope as I go through this traumatic event. I have paralysis on my entire left side, and I'm working hard to get through it, but with Andrew's encouragement and insight, it's making things a lot easier for me. So thank you so much, Andrew, and I hope to recover as well as you with your guidance. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Dear Andrew, we heard a rumor that you are competing and preparing for Paralympic Games in 2018, and you're trying to qualify for Canadian Paralympic team. We wish you success in the process. We hope you're going to qualify and represent us all in Pyeongchang in Korea in 2018. We all at Toronto Riga wish you good luck and success in the process, and we hope to see you in Korea. All the best.
I first met Andrew Genge in 2004 because that was the year that both of us had suffered an injury from an acquired brain injury, and we were roommates at the hospital together, and so we'd always harass the nurses for snacks and stuff. I sustained my injury from a car accident, and Andrew had acquired his brain injury from a football injury, and it was quite impressive to see him in his recovery, in his rehabilitation. I was so encouraged to hear how hard Andrew had been working towards his snowboarding career, and ever since like our hospital days, I knew he had a lot of fight in him. So I knew he was gonna do great things with it. So I am really proud of you, buddy, and I definitely wish you all the best in your career.
I just want to say, as the mentor of Andrew, you've come so far since I've seen you last. I remember meeting you in Toastmasters, and then you also came to the Oshawa Stroke Group, and you inspired so many people living with stroke. And I want to say how proud I am of you, and all we want to say is, go Andrew, go!